Hey everybody, welcome to the Sunday Night Live hangout. Hope everyone had a good week and a good weekend so far. Now it's going to start raining being we got the live stream going. Hey DLK, how you doing, buddy? Hey Mr. Steve, Rick, hope everybody's doing good. Hey Mr. Ricky, how you doing, buddy? Hey Mark, that was a good video on the snowmobiles. They looked a lot faster than the last ones I seen. Hey Monty. Appreciate all y'all guys and gals coming in. Make sure you shoot us a thumbs up if you would. And share it out. I think I shared it on Facebook before I went live tonight, actually. Getting high tech. Hey Walsh Farms, how you doing, Miss Tony? That's what it was supposed to say. You doing all right tonight, Mr. Steve? Hey, SLC. I didn't even see your name go by, buddy. Hey, Gordon. Got a decent amount of rain over the weekend. I rode down to the beach with the wife and family. Hey, Fun on the Farm. I was talking, what time Mr. Ricky's in here, I was talking with Mr. Ricky about an hour or so ago, and all the other names that we have to go up here, they're not going to fit. So we're getting a bigger banner made. Mr. Ricky's going to make us one that's going to fill up all y'all see. You won't be able to see nothing else behind us but the new Sunday Live Hangout banner with all of y'all's names on it. You'll stay till you get to the restaurant. And I'm still working on the video from us hanging out with Mr. Ricky at the racetrack. We picked up another item today to try to help us get the footage that we put on there and can't figure out how to get it off, and we're trying. Just be patient with us. It's -40 at DOK's. Yeah, that's what I was talking to Mr. Ricky about. And if I put all the other names on there, it's going to be so crowded and jumbled up that you won't be able to read names, and it'll be on top of each other. Make sure he puts actual channels bigger than watchers. No, man, I mean, I think it's equally important that, I mean, if people don't have channels, I mean, it's all of y'all supporting us the same way. It will be hard to break it down and make one person's name bigger than the other ones. That would be unless we was gonna sell spots on it, Brian. Hey, Dustin Adams, how you doing? I appreciate you coming in. Make sure y'all shoot us a thumbs up if you would. Hey, Rocky Run, I about missed you coming in, buddy. Hope everybody's had a good week and a good weekend. So the live stream's held the same time every Sunday night. He's got 6 other nights to eat. Do you have to bid on new spots? Okay, who is Dustin? I just seen his name, and I see somebody talking to him. Somebody might know him. Mark says, be sure to click the like button. Thank you. Hey, a patch of heaven farm. Hey, Mallard 5, how you doing, buddy? Appreciate you coming in and hanging out with us a few minutes and chatting. Yeah, I just didn't know if I knew Dustin Adams or something, if I was just not connecting the dots in my head. Dustin, that's good stuff, Jackie. Met him at John Stevens. Yep. Yeah, Mr. John's nice too. I remember when he give us a shout out about, I don't know, maybe a year, a little longer ago. We got us a magnet mount here that we're gonna try to put a mount. I hear a cat meowing. And I don't even have a cat, y'all. Y'all hear that cat? Kitty, kitty, kitty. Oh, there's a cat in my building, I think. Yeah, we picked up, actually, Mr. Gordon picked this up for us, so we was up there at his farm Thursday, and we're gonna try to put, so we can put GoPro mount on it, or either a mount also to put our phone on it. Hey, Keener Farms, how you doing? If you hear a cat, that means you now have a cat. That sounds like I got a cat then, y'all. Hey, D-Haven. Hey, Mun Star Sports and Entertainment. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I was saying earlier that me and Mr. Ricky Locklear, he's the one that furnished that sign for us and prints all of the names that go on it up. We was talking, and I've got another envelope full of names, and there's just not room to put them on there. And if I do, it's gonna be so jumbled up and it won't look good. You won't be able to tell where one name stops and the other one starts. So we put in I think 6 foot by 4 foot or something like that. The whole background's gonna be a sign as soon as he gets it made for us. Stop in when you can, when you make it work. Always like your videos, but I sure do appreciate that, Dustin. And it's warm enough here that mosquitoes is back out. Usually a stray kitty costs you a dirty pile of money. There's definitely a cat here. I don't know how he could be in my building though, because my building's been closed. I just opened the building up when I come in here to get ready for the live. And I don't have a flashlight to look out there under them trailers and stuff that's sitting right around the door. You can see I can sell sponsorships on it. I've actually, Friday I was out there looking at the side of the shop. We're gonna build an office on the side of the shop just to put the computer and stuff that don't need to get dirty and stuff in. And then we can do the live streaming there and can have air conditioner or heat. And then you won't have to hear fans running when it's hot or have heaters blowing. Time your head's up north, he's got to grab a beer. So you can eat the rat. You can eat the rats under the chicken coop. You'd buy a sponsorship, but you'd lose subscribers. No, we. Sounds like a Hollywood studio. No, it ain't gonna be nothing like that, Mr. Steve. It's just gonna be a place I can put a desk in and have the computer, and because it's really not good for the computer and the routers, and even like our oil filters and air filters that we keep on hand with the dust and stuff when we're working in this shop and sweeping the floor and blowing stuff out of here, getting all that stuff dirty. Fun on the farm. Yep, we've been posting 2 videos this week on a project that we was working on for another YouTuber, Gordon Bright, that's in here. That's the chicken house slat mover. We are actually finished a project, and videos are still coming. We got like 2 or 3 more videos on that series. A green screen with all the names. I ain't that high tech yet, Mr. DLK. Hey, Smith Family Ranch. Appreciate you dropping in. No, I mean, we do most of it in this small shop that I'm in right now. If I'm recording, if it's anything y'all see and it goes on in this shop, if I'm at the farm shop, then that's, we just don't record there normally. That's where we had our race cars and stuff at when we raced. And actually that building flooded. If you'll go back a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago, that building flooded on our channel. All of our welders and stuff was there, and they all went underwater. That's the year when we lost so much hay to the flood. Some of the field, some grass is starting to green here, DeHaven. The coastal's not. It normally takes a little bit longer for the coastal to start. I hope it holds off, because if not, it's going to win, and if it turns back cold, it's going to mess us up on our first cutting. Hey, 59 Fitter. Appreciate you dropping in, buddy. Hey, Ag Wild. Yeah, generally, if we get temps warmer than normal like we're having now, the grass and stuff could try to start growing sooner than it should, and then you get more cold weather, then that seems to stun it and slow things down and mess things up on your first cutting. This year. I won't say next year so bad, but it's this year. It's not next year now. Yep, we got a lock and lube. It come in Friday. Try to get that put on. We still haven't used it. We've got to service. We serviced all of our vehicles week before last. We didn't make no videos on it. And I've got to service my dually. That's the oil and stuff you see sitting over there. Probably make another video on that. don't know when it'll get dropped. Hey, Artco Drones, how you doing, buddy? If you cut up there, it stuns it. Some of our coastal, I have actually cut it just it'll actually kick it up, you know, it'll make it go like cutting the grass, you know. I don't know how that works in y'all's areas, but sometimes we'll run the cutter over it, and we have bush hog some and just leave it. Yeah, I'm excited to try out the lock and lube. We've never had one, but I hear and see a lot of good stuff on them. Hey Charlie, how you doing, buddy? Appreciate you dropping in. Have y'all got a bunch of rain? I've been at the beach some, and we got home that I haven't looked at the rain gauge that I have out. It don't look like we're gotten too much rain, but it's rained. Hey Gosling Farm, you doing all right, Mr. Ed? Orchard grass. Has to get towards maturity before it comes back strong. Shoot me an email, Rick, and we'll exchange phone numbers, and then I can try to send you a test thing, and if you're able to get that to work, then we know it'll work and you can come in on the live, buddy. Not tonight, because I'm on my phone. I have to be on the computer to bring guests in. Start ripping ground. Yes, sir. I had a lot of fun ripping ground last year with that big equipment. Hey Ben, how you doing, buddy? If y'all just coming in and you haven't, shoot us a thumbs up. Share it out on Facebook, Twitter, however, wherever you normally will share stuff out. Maybe keep it growing and keep YouTube recommending it out to people. So you didn't make the concert. Yeah, I appreciate you dropping in, Ben, and chatting with us a little bit and hanging out. We was fighting this darn chair here last week. This thing kept going down, but it was back up now. Well, it was actually last Monday when I come in the shop. I don't know how it got down. Well, I'm glad you're good to be here, buddy. Hey, Nick Pixel TV, appreciate you dropping in. Everything's doing good here, Ben. All the cows is fat and they still eating, and the price is still low. We actually went down to the beach with the wife and kids the weekend. Well, left yesterday afternoon, spent the night. Picked up a few little surprises for YouTube, actually. get a video made on that tomorrow, maybe. Maybe I'll drop that video, but I want to finish getting the video on that series on that chicken house slat mover out. But I'm gonna continue making them. I think there's either 2 or 3 more videos in that series that we got to drop. It's good to get a few extra videos like that. That way, if you have some trouble or whatever and you're not able to record, at least you got a few in the bank to share out. But then when you get something exciting to you, you want to share it, then you're like, well, man, I got videos that's already made and scheduled to go out first. It's too high now. It fixed itself. I didn't actually fix it. I come out here and it was up. Yeah, I used to always have 4 or 5 made ahead, but over the past 6, 8 months, it's not been that way. I've had to record and post on about the same day to try to keep up with all the extra hay that we done. The hay that we done this summer by myself. Got one uploading right now. Hey Mark, appreciate you dropping in, buddy. No, you ain't too late tonight. It ain't even halfway over yet. That won't even be fashionably late yet. You're right on time. You gonna put a video up after the live tonight, Mr. Monty? Good deal. I'm pretty sure that Artco is the one that Mr. Steve sent some like brittle or something to me it was from Artco. Man, that stuff was good. Hey 69 Druth, how you doing, buddy? No, there ain't no flooding here. We're getting rain, but no flooding. It was toffee, that's right, Mr. Steve. It was good too, Art. Pewview Farms, Mr. Ted, how you doing, buddy? I know what Ted's been doing all day. He's been out there moving that free range cow out the way, so when he makes his next video, we won't see it. Saturday night got 2.5 inches. Muddy mess, I bet. I'm looking out the door and seeing who that is going down the road there. Hey Dave Bradley. Might be the first time I remember seeing your name. I sure appreciate you watching and chatting and hanging out with us. Hey, Northeast Ohio farmer. Appreciate you coming in. If y'all just getting in or you haven't left us a thumbs up yet, please hit it for us. Eating wings. Haven't had nothing. We don't normally eat a big supper, nothing big on Sunday nights. Normally have something left over from Sunday dinner. Had a heck of a wind and rainstorm last night. Yeah, we got some rain last night and some wind, and it's light rain on and off today. Nothing major here. I went Friday and hayed up, got all the cows hayed up and counted hay. We fixing to have to stop selling hay already. We fixing to be to the cutoff point that we're gonna stop so we don't try not to run ourselves out. Got a new video up. I'll try my best to remember to check it out. Northeast. Three hours this morning cleaning debris off the roads. So if any of y'all's come in since earlier, I've got several more names sent to me to put on the banner. And Mr. Ricky Locklear, another YouTuber, he's the one that makes the banner and the names. Me and him decided instead of messing with crowding it all up where you couldn't read the names, and that we would go ahead and make a big one. We're gonna make like a 6 foot by 4 foot and put it up. Yeah, that's why we're going ahead and making a good bit bigger one and putting up. Because I took it down and laid it out on the counter and was going to try to put more on it. But if I crowd any more on there, you won't be able to tell where one name stops and the next starts, and it just won't look good. And we'll do something with that one. Might take it with us when we go like to the racetracks or somewhere and talk to somebody and hang that in the background. I had more room if I made the Gerraldfarms logo smaller. No, Mark. That'd be like making the Goodyear sign on the front of the Goodyear store smaller. Go big or go home. Yeah, I think that one's like, it's gonna be, that one's like 2 foot by 3 foot, I believe, and the new one's gonna be 6 by 4, I think. If it gets much bigger, it'll be a billboard. I have to slide the camera further away for the whole sign to fit. Hey, Jimmy DeHall, if I'm saying your name wrong, buddy, I'm sorry. I appreciate you coming in and hanging out with us. 10 foot. Yeah, it's gonna be 6 foot this way and 4 foot this way. And that should hang on the wall behind my desk when we get the office built also. Use the side of the shop. Yeah, but if it gets much bigger than that, like I said, the camera's gonna have to be so far away from it to see it all. I reckon I have to start panning the camera around. We'll look at this for a little bit and turn it, back and forth. Gonna need a bigger shop. Yeah, we definitely could use a bigger shop. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'll be right back. I think my chair's going down. Or the camera going up. I'm back, y'all. Hate this. Step away like that, but we don't have commercial breaks. That was a commercial break without the commercial. Jackie went to feed the cat. Stencil on Instagram. Ted, you talking about where I had the picture of the lock and lube? If so, that was made by SOT Metalworks. And Gordon Bright, another YouTuber, had that license plate made and sent to us. Everybody needs a bigger shop. No, I didn't. I haven't heard that cat since earlier. Maybe he was just wandering around. Trying to chase it off. Travis is leaving. I seen something. Monty said, have a good evening, Travis. If you're leaving out, Travis, I appreciate you coming in. The chair again. Has a weak spring. Need to drink light beer. No, I don't think it's going down. I think that was just me when I was getting up. Come back petting the cat. No, I would, because sometimes we have mice out here in the building. If he would come, that'd be fine. Just me. Hey, Mr. David. Anyone heard anything from North Texas? Hey. Maybe somebody will respond, because I haven't. Hey, Nathan T. Appreciate you coming in, buddy. Hey, Ian Lee 5. Glad you made it back, buddy. I think last week was the first week I seen you. Starts evening chores. You'll get down here one, the co-live. That'll be great. Y'all know how to reach out to me. The emails on here are GerraldFarms@gmail.com. If you reach out to me, and I'll reach back. Things is better there with the fire. That's great. That's great news. I was seeing online that I think it was Wares Valley next Pigeon Forge in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, they had another fire going towards the end of the week. They had a bad one up there a few years back. Looking forward to seeing Rick and Jackie together. Whatever they're doing, they ain't putting it in the shop window. So what's everybody been up to the weekend? Or the end of the week? No, it ain't too bad in here. It might sound loud in the phone. It's barely sprinkling now. Bell and hat. Don't go to sleep on your own live. Just hoping she was gonna keep it to it in his memory. Maybe she will. Sometimes, you know, it's just hard to do all the daily stuff you have to do and edit and post the videos. Trying to get the shop in order this week. If you're talking about our puppy that we kept, the red heeler, he hasn't tore up anything lately, but he got out of his pen and into the pen with his daddy somehow. He pulled a Houdini swap on us and got in the pen with his dad. Hey, Junkyard. Appreciate you dropping in, buddy. How's Steel doing? Somebody just asked me about the puppy that I kept off of our red and blue heeler. How's Steel doing? Ian Lee, Junkyard got one of the puppies off of my litter. You have a Houdini bull calf. Laying in the living room right now. Man, you braver than me. There ain't no way I could put mine in my house. They might would listen though, I reckon, but I just haven't tried it. I hear the cat again. Talk about them more than they in here. Yeah, no, I couldn't put mine in there. I'd be scared that there won't be nothing left if you went to bed and woke up. You got one that jumps the 5.5 foot fence and just wanders around. The most aggravating part that with cows that aggravates me the most is when you get a cow mama and when you're out trying to do something, she'll take the calf and go like to the opposite side of the pen and just flee from where you at. And then after a while, the other calves will start going with her, and makes it pretty aggravating when you're trying to check on them or do something, and one crazy mama's leading all the calves away. Started messing with the posted signs today. They're one of a kind. No, that's one thing for sure. I believe Junkyard, the daddy of yours and the one that I kept, he's pretty protective for sure. I'd have to look to get the exact age of it. It's close to a year, though, gotta be. Either way, he's going in the trailer. I think they're just over a year. It seemed like my daughter was telling me that it was ours birthday here a while back. The girl is 7 months old. But now that he's in the pen with his daddy, he's gonna listen in there, because if he gets too rowdy and rambunctious, his daddy straighten him up. Good luck, prices may increase some soon. I hope so. 6 healers there. Nothing don't get past all them. He's attached to your 4-year-old. I tell you what, if you sneak up on him or crowd him up in the right way and surprise him, he'll bite you over that 4-year-old too. I bet you he'll bite you over him. USMCA gets signed the 15th. Prices are terrible, but you ain't keeping that one. Ian Lee, it's your birthday today. Happy birthday, buddy. See, I have to see it on other people's comment because some of them will sneak by me. My son does most of the working with them, like getting them to listen to commands and stuff, but so they real protective over him. But I use them in the field and the pens with the cows, and they listen. But they would probably bite me over him. If me and him was to have a dispute in front of him, it would not surprise me if that dog would bite me. You folks that have coastal, punch it. I heard some stuff on the radio about a ice storm, but nothing nowhere around here. Said it was in the upper 70s here for the past few days. And actually the mosquitoes is out. They called for it there, Mr. Steve, but didn't do much. Early morning ice on your truck, Mark. That temp had melted before it hit the ground. You heard Alabama got hit hard, several killed by the storm. Had some ice at the beginning of the week, but it's in the 70s now. Tornado outbreak. An hour north of you got hit hard. I know we're having some weird weather. And like I said, this is abnormal for us, you know, to be out here in January with a short sleeve t-shirt on with the shop wide open. Yeah, it has. Right on the lake, but don't get much lake effect. Yeah, it has been weird or odd. Hey, Small Town Farmer 88, appreciate you coming in, buddy. No, I'm not complaining. I just, from years of experience, normally when we warm right now, like this, the stuff is going to start to think it's spring and start to green up, and then it's going to get back cold and mess stuff up, slow it down, and then our first cutting won't come off until halfway when we would normally be in the second cutting, and just a lot of craziness. Appreciate you coming in, Mr. Ricky, and all you do to help us out here at Gerald Farms with the sign and banners and all that. We sure do appreciate it, buddy. You don't know how much. Kinda bummed no ice fishing yet. Got to drive my first skid steer this past week, Thursday I believe it was. Mr. Gordon let me take his skid steer for a spin. I've shown several of them in videos and stuff, but I've never actually. Hey, Michigan Hay Sales, how you doing, buddy? Be getting one now. Yeah, I think that would be pretty neat to move hay with. And speaking of Gordon, that project that we built, it's finished and delivered. But I don't want to give too much away. I think there's 3 more videos. And then the last one will be part 5, I believe. Mr. Gordon shows us around his farm and stuff. I think y'all really enjoy that. Fun to do wheelies in. Yeah, no, I wasn't brave enough to try to do no wheelie. I think that thing's brand new. I'd have probably rolled it over on the side or on the lid by trying to pop a wheelie or something with it. Mr. Gordon wouldn't have been that nice talking about he was glad to have us if I'd have put his new skid steer on the roof, would he? I seen some guy on YouTube that makes videos. It's been a couple years ago when I seen it. Guys, he can drive that thing on the front wheels, up the embankments, climb blocks, all kind of stuff with that thing. Would have made a good video. All right, Walker, I see you in. We got a new banner coming in, buddy. Mr. Ricky just left out that makes them. We decided instead of crowding all the names in there where it don't look good and you couldn't read them, we're gonna try to have a new banner here by next Sunday that's gonna cover the whole backdrop and all the names will be on it. It's insured. Like to keep it on all fours, yeah, but I think one of them would be neat to move hay with. But biting the seat the whole time. I'll try to look that person up, but I mean he could. It's unreal how he like does demos and shows or something for one of the companies. I mean, like I said, he can climb like 3-foot square steel blocks. He can climb up it and go over arches on the front wheels or the back wheels and climb. I mean, unreal. Nice to truck hay in the tight quarters. Oh, you don't do it on purpose. Yeah, I don't. And if I remember correctly, it's just got 2 like joysticks you drive it with. Yeah, Rick said he don't do it on purpose. How many in here believes that? Some people are crazy. Wow, Monty would like to have 2 skid steers. That don't sound like a kitten meowing. It sounds like a cat. I was about to think, I wonder if a cat's had kittens in my building. Reckon when I get off of here, I'm gonna have to find out where that cat's at, cause it ain't normal that it's just staying around. I tear enough stuff up trying to take care of it and trying not to tear it up to get too wild with it. One for the barn and one for the field. More with the seat of your pants. The tractor's a better ride. Yeah, I could see that it felt a little rough. Is the roughness any difference on a tire skid steer versus a track? Monty likes loading in the field with his. Oh mercy, the tracks is way worse than the tires. Got to build a bell spear for the excavator for the unloading at the farm. We'll build that for you, Rick. I don't know what it would cost to ship it. Can y'all hear that cat now? Still, he got to be right over there. You thought it was your kid whining? He might come around that door. He's coming right around. He might come to the door. If he comes in here and attacks me, somebody, if I can't get him off of me, y'all, somebody that knows me, call some help. They don't come with a 3-point hitch. Yeah, it will be limited to what you could do with it, Mr. David. That's probably one reason why I haven't never looked to pick up an old one. Hey, Shane. Host, buddy, I appreciate you coming in. No, I ain't nuts. If I didn't think my phone would cut off for losing signal to this Wi-Fi, I would take the camera off this mountain. We'd walk out there and try to find it. But as soon as I went around that corner away from this router, it'd be lights out. Carry the router with you. There's your router right there. I couldn't never carry the router with me. I like y'all picking and giving me a good time, Rick. That makes the time go by. I'll be right back. Time for another commercial break. Without the commercial. Yeah, I was looking for the kitty. Yeah, he's out there, but I cannot find him. I took my flashlight in that I keep out here, and I can't find him because I can't see, and I can't take the flashlight on my phone because my phone's in here doing it live. Today's sponsor is Charmin Fresh. What is same thing I want to know, Shane. There's a cat around my building here meowing, and I don't have a cat, or I didn't before now. That ain't no bobcat, too for sure. If any of y'all guys want to be a guest on the live stream, shoot me an email at GerraldFarms@gmail.com. I can do the live stream on my computer, and I can send you a link where y'all can come in with me. Yeah, if my red heeler gets out, it will be bad. Might be bad for him. That cat might have his number. Hey, Chris Hope, appreciate you coming in. Chinese food. If y'all guys or gals are just coming in, shoot us a thumbs up if you would. I used to have another flashlight that's in my GoPro box. You want some more cats you'll send? No. Hey, Jake Ramsey. Appreciate you coming in and hanging out and chatting with us. But I do not know where my light is to go look for the cat. Just hope nothing ain't wrong with it. I use a GoPro to put in the race cars, Ted, on the racing videos that we make. And I just got this here. Mr. Gordon picked this 100-pound magnet up for me the other day. And we're going to try to see what we got to do to use the phone mount on it and or a GoPro mount. We do use a GoPro some on like some of the combine videos we've done this summer, or the peanut combines. We would put the GoPro on like a selfie stick so we could open the doors up on the cotton pickers and stick it in there, so if it happened to snatch it off the end of it, it wouldn't eat my phone up. But the dirt track racing is rough on GoPros. I mean, I tore up like 4 GoPros this summer, putting them in dirt race cars, and they in cases. I mean, I've never put it in there without a case. I sure do appreciate you coming in, Mr. Monty, and I hope you have a good week, and y'all stay on the lookout, because I picked up something while I was at the beach down there. Not nothing big, but something that I've been wanting to have to help with service and stuff here on the farm. Did I miss somebody? It's Chris and Jake. Pretty sure I mentioned them. But if y'all don't know, we do the live stream hangout every Sunday night. It starts at 7:30. And later, once the summer gets going good and the time changes, we'll do there's a chance that the live stream will go back to 8:30. Hey, Jimmy Dow. I appreciate you stopping in, buddy, and I hope you have a good week. Now you playing the guessing game. That's all part of it, Ted. I got to keep y'all guys excited and wondering what's around the corner. Yeah, Gosselin, I don't like to miss nobody that come in and comment, man. That's part of what I enjoy. I like being able to speak to everybody that takes the time to comment and come in and hang out with us. Also got to change the oil in my truck this week. Got to get it changed. We got that 4-wheel trailer that we picked up back around Thanksgiving. I'll try to get a set of tires put on it. The tires is in real bad shape. It's got the 6.0 Michigan hay sales. I know a lot of people don't like the 6.0, but knock on wood, we've had real good service out of ours, and we've got a SCT live wire on it, a programmer that we really don't run any programs on it. I deleted the EGR and stuff myself. Yep. Trying to think, what all have we done? We deleted the EGR. We upgraded to the all aluminum radiator. I think there's a video on us doing the radiator. Yeah, and we're getting a new sign, Shane. I don't even know where you're not. The computer's hiding, ain't it? Look at that. Right there. Yeah, the computer's hiding at some reason. Appreciate you coming in, Rocky Run. Have a good week, buddy. And come over and change your oil. Man, it seems like probably once a year, all my vehicles line up at the same time. I think last week I had to change the oil in every vehicle we own, except for my dually, and I waited to do it now. We got the oil. We run Rotella T6 in ours. The hold area fine. The flux capacitor, yeah, I took the flux capacitor out. And when I done that, I changed the blinker oil in it, and it's good to go now. As long as you don't turn it over about 15,000 RPMs, that thing will hang in there. It's jack hole now. I made a tool to flush the oil cooler out. Who just asked that? Michigan Hay Sales. I made a tool. There's a video on it where I could back flush it, and that thing will flow. The well at my shop here will pump probably 25 gallons a minute, and that thing will free flow 20 gallons a minute through it. There's no way it stopped up. If you have a 6.0, you need to look up what is Ron's name that done the 6.0 stuff. Diesel Tech Ron. Right here on YouTube, look up Diesel Tech Ron. He got killed in an accident. But I'm sure last time I looked, his family was leaving the videos up. And any question you have just about, you can go to his and he'll explain to you how to check it and what gauges to run on it, so you can monitor stuff to find problems before they go bad. And that was the first diesel truck I've ever had and done any work on. But everybody on the internet tells you like 15 degrees delta, which is difference between the oil pressure, the oil temperature, and the water temperature. I'm not saying they're wrong, but from all my experience with building lots and lots of race car engines and trying to monitor the oil temperature and stuff on any engine, the oil's going to be a good bit, it's going to be harder to keep down than the water temperature is. The muffler bearing, no, I didn't check the muffler bearing yet. Kmart. Piston galling issue. The EGR is pretty simple to delete. Like I said, that was my first diesel truck that I ever had, and a buddy of mine bought it new. Oil and water differential temp. Yeah. Mine normally runs, if I'm running empty, mine will run 10, 15 degrees difference. If I'm hauling 14, 15 round bells on a gooseneck trailer, mine will run 25 to 30 degrees difference. But I got worried about that because I've seen so much stuff, and I've come straight home and unhooked it and flushed it, and there'd be no restriction in that cooler. So I quit worrying about it. I mean, and mine stock, it's got the stock head bolts, head gaskets. Nothing's never been touched since it left Ford in 04. If you run it hard enough, be the same temp. Hey Clayton, haven't seen you in a while, buddy. It's good to see you, and I appreciate you coming in and chatting and hanging out with us. I think that Diesel Tech Ron, the gauge that he recommended real highly was the Scan Gauge 2. It'll monitor a bunch of stuff live, and you have to enter a bunch of the pin or PEDs or whatever it's called in it, unless you buy it from Diesel. There's one company you can order it from for like $40 more, and it'll come pre-programmed with all your 60 codes in it. Not too much, Clayton. We just got through working on a series of videos, building a attachment for a skid steer for another YouTuber. I think there's 2 or 3 more videos on that series to come out. And then we're looking for something to build. If any of y'all want something built, let me know. You like your 12 valve? Still alive. Oh yeah. I think I've got about 250 or 60,000 on my 0460. If any of y'all just coming in and you haven't, shoot us a thumbs up if you would. You think a studio should be the next YouTube work party? I think you project. Don't ever get to 6.4. There's a good possibility that building the office on the side of this shop will be coming up not too far down the road. Jake Ramsey, you building a few rifles? Boneyard Garage. I appreciate you coming in, Boneyard. How's everything going? You heard the 6.4s were bulletproof. I believe any of them can be good if they're taken care of and serviced good from the beginning. I think what kills a lot of these diesel trucks is the programmers and people putting these programmers on them and getting the extra 100, 200 horsepower out of them, and they're not made for that, I believe. Is it snowing anywhere else or just Iowa? High pressure fuel pump? Or I know the 6.0's got a high pressure oil pump. It goes out at like 10,000 miles. Done several of them. A Patch of Heaven, he's back. Yeah, I'm just hanging out a little longer. My wife and them hasn't gotten back yet. So I'm just hanging on out while y'all in here with me. No, 10K to fix it. Wow. If mine went out and it was 10,000 to fix it, I'd be building me some type of gas motor to go in mine, and y'all would have some project videos then, because I'd be might put a Chevrolet engine in it. At $10,000, I'd jump the truck. I'd be riding the sled for getting groceries. You're right. be hard for me to put $10,000 in a motor. Seven three is your favorite, and a 354 or 550s to work on. Yeah, $10,000. That had to be a race engine. Yeah, I hear a lot of people say that the 7.3s was the best. But if you look around, you'll see a lot of people to be trashing them too. That's right. Yeah, 10,000. I could find something to get the job done. The orange truck you drive is a 93 with a 7.3 in it. It amazes me how quiet the new diesel trucks are. Man, they don't even sound like diesels running no more. What's the new one? A 6.7? I think that's six. I think it's 6.7. That thing sounds like a gas motor. 6.9. Pretty good. Jump to a deer or a cat for the best. I know there's not much room under the hood. The work that we did do under the hood of ours, man, it's tight. Trying to lean over and get in there to work to do stuff. That top side creeper will probably come in good. .9 bull nose. Yep, truck. Yeah, man, the cows know when I'm coming with mine also. And that makes it hard to hay up by yourself when they know the sound of your truck and they all be at the gate when you get there and you by yourself and got to get in and switch gates around back and forward to carry hay from one pen to the other pen that joins it. First new truck was an 87 Ford. 6.9, 350. Lots of little bangs. Hey, Tim Krager. I think that's the first time I've seen you comment tonight. I appreciate you hanging out with us and chatting with us on your third starter. No, I haven't. I rebailed a time or two since that little short video I put up. I haven't rebailed too much. We're fixing to have to turn off our hay sales for the year. We run that ad a couple weeks ago and the calls haven't quit coming and they about run us out of all that we gonna sell. Had a 7.3, ran on used motor oil. Cut it 10-to-1 with gas. Never had a starter on any of your Fords. That's what a 2.5 gallon jug in the back's for, 2.5 gallons. Appreciate you coming in, Ted. Have a good week, buddy. I'm fixing to shut it down myself and go get me a shower and call it a week and get ready for the new week to start tomorrow. And I hope you get to your 1,000 subscriber mark there, Ted, so you can get back to doing your Thursday night live. All right, guys and gals, I reckon I'm gonna have a good night, Tim Krager. I appreciate all y'all coming in. Appreciate all y'all supporting us here at Gerald Farms on YouTube. Hope each and every one of y'all have a wonderful week. We look forward to seeing y'all next Sunday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard. We'll see y'all on the next one.